Uh, hello? Am I back? Sorry about that. Wait, I'm not connected at all. Okay. Hello? Can you hear me now? Hello? I think we're good now, right? Welcome back. Hey. Hey. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to restart OBS. It wasn't picking up my mic, so I had to just restart it so pick up my mic for whatever reason. OG hand reveal. Bro, I did a card opening. When did I open my V cards? Like 3 weeks ago. Also, you guys, most of you don't know this because I never talk about it. But I have a secret. It's not even that secret. I have like a third YouTube channel where I just talk about Yu-Gi-Oh shit, and I show my cards on there all the time, and my hands are there all the fucking time. Sounds cool. Hell yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be going over this deck that I played yesterday, and new cards come out on Wednesday, and I'm gonna go to the shop and pick up a box. And I think the plan is a bunch of other people that go to my card shop are going to be there. So we're just going to go and open up cards with some people from my local card shop and just play some friendly games in the card shop. They just wanted, because it was supposed to be yeah, because usually what Yu-Gi-Oh does, right, is when a new set comes out, is that the weekend before it comes out, card shops that run tournaments can sell the cards early, and the people and you can play with the new cards like a weekend early, basically. So that was supposed to be this weekend, but the cards had got to the shops, but Yu-Gi-Oh just didn't send the pricing, so they delayed the tournaments by a week because they didn't have the prizes, which are usually just like a playmat, and then there's a one of the cards that's an ultra rare in the set gets a secret rare printing, so the winner gets like a secret rare version of a card, and then like a playmat. Starting soon, screen gone soon. Yeah, we'll go over in a second. We'll go over in a second. Also, we're still gonna just yap for a little bit because low key, I need my phone to charge a bit more. So I use my phone as the camera, and it needs a little bit more juice. So we're still gonna talk for a little, like another half an hour or so. Anyway, okay. Face reveal in 3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, it's me. It's Widow GG. The GG may imply that I'm a bit of a gamer, but in fact, I am not a gamer. I am just a good girl. OMG, she's hot. Damn, there's a hot anime babe on my screen, bro. Who could have warned me about this? In my face. Yeah, that's right. Oh god. Yeah. Guys, I was up so late yesterday. Bro, guys, yesterday. So I woke up on Friday at about 10 a.m. and I stayed up all that day. I went to Yu-Gi-Oh. I played Yu-Gi-Oh, and then I stayed up all night. We watched Pokemon, and then I stayed up another like 3 hours to finish off the work I was doing. Oh god, I'm stupid. So yeah, I think I went to bed last night after being up for about 40 hours or something. Don't do that. That's bad. Uh, I had ADHS Goblin. What? Thanks for the follow. Goblin, get it, guys? Like, get it? Like, Goblin these nuts. These are all my friends. Buddy said it's in trouble. Oh shit! Here we go again. All my friends. Yeah. Did you guys have fun watching Pokemon last night? That was fun, bro. Bro, 90s anime style, bro, is so good. At least invite me for tea, then maybe. Maybe. Yeah, like that like rough that oh dude, I don't know, there's something that's like so aesthetic about the 90s anime style, bro. It always looks good. It always looks good. Colby, what are you saying? What are you saying? Oh god. Also, I might record the handcam stuff and put it on my third Yugo channel. And just throw it up for the 3 people that care. But I've also got a lot more to do, so here we go again. But yeah. Yeah, we could maybe watch um um Pokemon 2000 this weekend, depending on how busy I get. Or we could either watch Pokemon 2000 or we can watch the Yu-Gi-Oh movie, Pyramid of Light. But that movie's like just a bad. That isn't like a good movie. That was a cash grab movie. I think 2000 Pokemon movie 2000 would be a little better. I personally think that would be a little better. Uh, wait. Why can't where's my YouTube channel? There we go. I just had to refresh it. Um, but yeah, that's the goal. But yeah. Um, yeah. I'm glad everyone's been having fun though. I'm glad everyone's been having fun. Um, yeah, I want to talk more about my Yu-Gi-Oh stories, but I'm gonna wait a little bit till we get the cam open. Um, but how's everyone else's weekend been? Everyone else have a good weekend, or has it just been dick in hand? Why is the title misspelled? Because I don't check what I write. It's not misspelled. I just put a random capital, extra capital. It's not misspelled. It's just I held on shift too long when I was typing. I'm just stupid. Bro, I love this music so much. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, also, this Yu-Gi-Oh tournament was the largest locals we've had. It was crazy. Like the largest before we had was like 18, and this time we had like 21 people. It was like a lot. Not ever. I think the shops maybe had 25 before, maybe. But since I've been going, it's been the biggest one, which is 21 people, and next weekend might be even more because the new sets come is like it's the release of the new set, and that was the last time it was that big. So like when a new set comes out, more people are gonna want to come and play with the new cards. And this weekend was the last event of the old set, which is crazy. And I played a ass backwards deck, bro. I was playing a for fun, not try hard deck because it was the last weekend of the format. So I was like, it's okay. I'll just play this other game because I'm gonna go back to my old deck with the new cards next week. So I'll just play something random, and I actually did really well with it. But hey, Malajag, I wish I had a little wave, but hey. Um, I have one guy shop in my entire city, bro, and it's a retailer in a mall. Ain't no tournaments happening. Yeah, I'm pretty lucky. My card shop is um where I live is pretty chill. So I said this. I don't know if I said this on stream. I went so recently Yu-Gi-Oh put out this new product called Legendary Modern Decks, and inside of it is 3 pre-made decks, and 2 of them are actually like meta viable. Uh, and to make them like super try hard, you would just need to spend like an extra 10 quid, right? So I went to the shop to buy this new product, and it was just like it just because it's I just wanted the cards. I'm actually not going to play the decks in it. But it comes with a bunch of reprints of very, very powerful cards, and it's just good to have extra copies of the powerful cards, just so I don't have to keep swapping them between all my decks, right? If I've just got some extra common copies of these like good cards, I can just keep them in the decks without having to swap them around, right? And it was only like £25, and you get this like really good these really good decks. So I went to the shop to buy this, but it was also the day that my card shop got restocks of Pokemon cards. So I rock up at like 10 a.m. to the card shop, and there is a line like that's wrapping around 3 buildings of people just buying Pokemon cards. I was like, I just wanted to shoot myself because then you go because I saw the same people line up in by another shop that wasn't a card shop, but they sell Pokemon cards. They who also had a restock. I'm just like, bro. At least Yu-Gi-Oh will never have this fucking problem, bro. I will be able to buy cards. Actually, the last like 3 sets, my card shop has actually sold out of them and not been able to get restocks because only because all the players keep buying them. But no one's like going to the shop and no one's insta buying them. We're just like buying them over the course of like a month, or like the players, or we take them as prize cards. Because well, when you enter, you get 1 free pack for the tournament, and then if you yeah, and then you get price packs depending on how well you do, which is also cool. Um, all right, should I set up my camera? Give me a second whilst I just set up my phone. Um, wait. OG It's Chimera. No, I'm not playing Chimera. I think you meant to say cinema. Um, um, okay. I will need to just unplug you real quick. You're a Chimera player, actually. I'm my Archmage deck, which I'm playing next format, plays Guardian Chimera. Okay, is my phone blocking my tracking? Maybe a little bit. We'll deal with that. Okay, you guys can see that. What happens if I do this? Okay, can you see my hand? Hey, hey. Let me flip this. Uh, rotate 180. Okay, okay. You see my playmat? This is my playmat. Hey, ASMR. Wait. I wanted to. Look, here's the. This is the bulk I got from the last set of cards, and then was this the. Yeah, this is the OG set of V card. I got all my V cards here too. Keeping the music on? Yeah, it's a bit loud. I can turn it. I can turn it down a bit. We can look at my V cards real quick. Damn. Oh, wait, I need to be a bit more over here. Sorry, that's my bad. Uh, I got a lot of V cards. Nice trading cards that get played. Like this is my deck box of the deck that I played yesterday. This is the deck box of the deck that I'm playing in the next format with the new cards. This box is also filled with bulk cards, and so is this one, and so is this one, and so is this one. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is a really cool game because like people will pay 100 quid for a card, but they'll play it because they're gonna play with it. So yeah, this is the deck that I played. Okay, okay, okay. I'm gonna start recording this. I might put this on my third channel, but we'll see. Um, hey Chesimo. Okay, hey everyone. So yesterday it was the last locals before the new Blazing Dominion set comes out. So I decided to play a very off the wall deck that was my first time playing it. But I usually play Archmage, but Archmage is getting new cards in the new set, and I was like, I'll play something different this week, just so you know, when I can, because I'm gonna be playing Archmage for a while after this. So I was like, I'm gonna put together a full fun deck that's it's gonna do pretty good, and I ended up going 4-1 at locals with this deck, and I beat the person who ended up coming fast. So top four was all 4-1, and I beat the person who came up first. So tiebreaks and stuff just made it so that I was the lowest placing 4-1, and the way the system works, it made no sense. I think I should have come second at the very least. Because the final round, the winner came into it 4-1, and then I beat them in the final round. Even though I lost my one game earlier, but you know. And for those who care, I played against in round one. I played against Lunalight and I won. Um, hey Varian. Um, round two, I played against Yummy Voiceless Voice, and I lost. Um, Round 3, I played against Memento and I won. Round 4, I played against Goatee, which I won. And final round was against Mitsu Azumina, Hard Matter, and I won. And this deck, if you can tell, is playing I'm playing two normal monsters. The first one is Dippity. The only thing you really need to know about this card is that it's a normal monster, which is important because this is Fiendsmith Primate. Um, and Primate cards need a normal card to work. They kind of the Primate cards mostly are used inside of the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Um, which obviously they want to play their Blue Eyes, and the Primate cards help with normal monsters. And the Blue Eyes deck wants to play the Blue Eyes cards, but they also have a bunch of other bigger, newer Blue Eyes cards. But I'm not playing with that. I'm playing it with Fiendsmith. So instead of playing a Blue Eyes, it's going to be Dippity, who is a normal monster. He's a fiend and he's light, which is very important for Fiendsmith. Fiendsmiths really want a bunch of light fiend cards. The other important thing is the light fiend, yes. But the reason we have to play two normal monsters because this card doesn't have any attack points and defense points, and one of our primary cards does need us to have a good normal card with a good attack points, which is primary raw, and I'll get into that when we get to it. But basically, this card is really good. It's also level 4, which is very important. Um, so even for a normal monster, like this card is very, very important, and you need to play this card. Okay. Next up, we're gonna have. I'll just move this to the side. We're gonna play 3 copies of Fiendsmith Engraver. Okay, Fiendsmith Engraver is very, very strong. Um, this guy is just full combo into the biggest, baddest guys you've ever seen. He searches out our spells. He reborns himself in the grave. He shuffle cards in the back. So yeah, Fiendsmith Steel is basically sending cards to the grave, then shuffling back into the deck to fusion summon and link summon, and just like really fucking with your opponent by sending themselves to grave and just doing like really cool effects whilst they're in the grave by shuffling cards back into the deck, so they really recur themselves very, very easily. Which is why this guy's really cool. He's also a light fiend. And then we have 1 copy of Hot Anime Lady, Lacrima. This girl reminds me of, you know, the chick from Death Note. I can't remember her name. But Fiendsmith Lacrima. So you summon this girl out, and she sends one of these guys to the grave for you, which is really important. Also, yeah, Light Fiend. Very strong. Okay, you got to play this card in Fiendsmith. Now this card is a Fiendsmith card. Basically, it doesn't say Fiendsmith Misa. Yeah, Misa. So this card is not not a Fiendsmith card, but it really is. This card is only played in Fiendsmith. So the important thing is, if this card is discarded to the graveyard, it just summons itself, which is important for the combo. So which is important for Fiendsmith Tract. So Fiendsmith Tract, you play it. It lets you add a fiend card to a light fiend to your hand, and then discard a card. So you just add Lure to your hand, you discard it, and then it summons itself. So basically, it just freely summons itself. And you just need to get a light fiend on your field to win the game, basically. So it's just a light fiend that summons itself, which is very important. And if I wanted to make this deck more ideal, is I'd play 2 more copies of this card, but I only own 1, and this card is 30 quid a copy at the moment. And I didn't want to spend another 60 quid on 2 more copies of this card. I just wasn't doing it. So yeah, if I had to make 1 change to the deck, it would be, or 2 of these, and I'd make 1 extra deck change as well. But we'll go over the extra deck change when we get there. Okay, Fiendsmith Sanct. This just summons a Light Fiend token to your side of the field. It's pretty good. I like using this card just as a way to get an extra body on the field. Most people would just play 3 of this and not this at all. But I actually quite like this card, so I'd maybe pay 2 of this and 1 of this, or 3 of this and 1 of this. I think I'd still keep the Sanct. But because it produces a token, but the token can't go to the graveyard because it's a token. Once it leaves the field, it just disappears into the ether. So it doesn't send a light thing to the graveyard, which is like the downside of that card. And then we're actually playing 2 Fiendsmith traps. Fiendsmith in Paradise is the main interruption, so you can banish this card from the graveyard to just send one of your Fiendsmith cards to the graveyard, but that's a bit more important. And also, actually, it can board wipe your opponent, which actually came up for me over the weekend and was actually pretty good. And then this card is crazy. look at the art on this card. It's like she's begging for him to like take her back or some shit, bro. What in the fucking BDSM is this fucking card art? But this card lets you fusion summon. Discard it from, you banish it from the graveyard, and it lets you fusion summon using your cards, which is very very important for some of the combos in this version of the deck. And most Fiendsmith piles won't play this card, but I am playing a um this card is only really good if you're in like if you're a Fiendsmith primary deck, which I am. But most people who play Fiendsmith play as like a secondary thing in their deck. But yeah, those are all the main deck Fiendsmith cards. Still worse, lower than Branded. Yeah, Branded. Yeah, but Branded's basically Konami's love child. They like lore. Okay, then we got 3 copies of Primate Ether Barrel. So this Primate Ether Barrel is our only Primate monster. You just summon him and he lets you set a Primate card. But he also adds himself back to your hand as long as you've got a normal monster in your graveyard. So he just brings himself back all the time, which is super super important that he can bring himself back, which is very very good. Then we have 3 copies of Primate Lordy Load. This searches you any Primate card in your deck and just adds it to your hand, which is very, very strong. It also lets you summon out a normal monster from your deck, which is also important. But if you summon a normal monster using this card, you're not allowed to use the effects of any of your activated effects of any of your on-field monsters. So, yeah, this lets you summon out a monster, but you have to come to it at the end of your turn, otherwise all of your effects get turned off. So, but this card is very, very good. Just yeah, this Lordy Load just lets you ruin lives. And then we have Primate Roar. So Primate Roar, as long as we have no monsters on the field, we can use this card to summon out White Duston from our deck. And White Duston is full Fiendsmith. So White Duston, sorry. White Duston was the old normal monster Fiendsmith players used to play. Sorry, Dippity. This lets you summon Dippity from your deck. And then also, whilst it's in the graveyard, you can banish this card. And then when your opponent normal summons a monster, you can destroy one card of your opponent's side of the field, using, as long as it has less attack than one other a normal monster in your graveyard. Which is why we need a better normal monster, which we'll get to in a minute. And then we have the best Primate card, which is Drill Beam. So as long as you have a normal monster on your side of the field or in your hand, or a Primate card in your hand, you can just target one of your opponent's cards, negate its effects, and banish it. And as long as you have, and then if you have Primate Ether Barrel on your side of your field, and this is in your grave, you can just add this card back to your hand. So you can just keep playing this card. Sorry, it doesn't go back to your hand. It sets itself face down, which is actually pretty important, because if it sets itself face down, you can't use it the time it's set face down. So you can't. So you can add this reset this on your turn, but you can't reuse it into your opponent's turn. Okay, but this card is really really strong. Kind of annoying when against the Goaty player who wants all their stuff managed. But yeah, this just I'm not super great into Mitsu, but it definitely it's still in the gate, right? So it's better than nothing. But this is super super good. Drill Beam, I love this card. This card is actually broken. I don't think it's bannable broken, but it's very good. It also targets, so that's why I guess wrong. Okay, now we're gonna get to our normal monster. Our second normal monster is I'm playing Cypherm Gear Gamma plus Driver. So I need the extra normal monster, and Gamma's really, really good because there are often board states on my own turn where I have 0 monsters where I'm able to activate this. Mainly if I summon Requiem effect to tribute itself, I've got no monsters on my field and they get to use Ash Blossom to stop my search, and I need that search to go through. We can summon these 2 guys out. Very, very important. And then we get the extra bodies on field. Very, very strong. I really like this package, but there is a world where you do not play either of these cards. And instead of your extra normal monster is... Wait, do I have him? Wait. Yeah. So you could not play either of these cards, and your extra normal monster could be Summon Skull. Because he's level 6, which is very important for some of our rank 6 Xyz players. He's a fiend. which helps you make Caesar, and he's got a very high attack. The only downside is that he's not light. Um, he's dark type. But this guy, you could, yeah, so you could skip out on playing both of these two and just play Summon Skull if you wanted to. But hard drawing driver again in Primate isn't the worst thing. You never want a draw driver in most decks. You just want it sitting in your deck. But if you do draw it, it is a reveal for Drill Beam. So, um, and then we're playing these three cards. So okay, yeah, we're into on my non-engine cards. So I'm actually only playing 18 engine cards and 22 non-engine. But again, as I said, I'd probably bump that to 2020 with two more tracks and just take out two non-engine cards. But yeah, so we got the three Bestials. Magnemate, you banish one of your opponent, one card from your light or dark card from either player's graveyard, and you summon it. And when you get summoned, you can search for a dragon card during the end phase, which can be our Ether Barrel, and this is full combo if we have this in hand. So we can use this to search out this, or we can use it to search out another one of these guys. Um, and again, these are level 6, which is important. And they just remove cards from our opponent's graveyard, and this guy is very very good because when he gets into the graveyard, we can just send one of our opponent's cards to the graveyard as well. So I liked playing these this weekend. It was very very good. The only time these guys didn't really come up, what was they were kind of bricks was against Godi. But I just started them out against Godi because they were all just water types. But these cards were very very nice. I really liked playing these. Um, I was a bit scared about playing them because I think I would cut these in the new format. So I think light and darks are going to be a bit more disparate, harder to come across unless there's a lot of branded players playing around. But yeah, I liked playing these three cards. And then the best card in the game, Foolish, just lets you just draw cards every time your opponent special summons. Broken. And then we play 3 Ash Blossom. The only reason I play Ash, I'm not even joking. The only reason why I play this card is because is to stop my opponent from using this card. Like, I swear, when you build a Yu-Gi-Oh deck, this is where you start deck building. You auto include these 6 cards, and then the other 34 are what you want to actually play. Because you play this you play this card because it's broken, and then you play this card because it stops the broken card for your opponent using it. Though this did come up a decent amount. Not into Charmies. In fact, I don't think I resolved a Charmy all weekend. And I still did really well. So, Bell, this was really good. I had one of these in hand against Mitsurugi Mirrors, which I think hard won me the game. Yeah, I think I really like Bell. I was a bit odd about playing Bell. But this just basically stops any graveyard effect. Not any graveyard effect, but any effects that kind of manipulate cards inside of the graveyard. And this was very very important for me. I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but I ended up loving it. 2 Effect Veiler, the OG hand trap. Yeah, this was decent for me. I think this is going to be a little bit better coming into the new format where Droplet and Fallen the Virtuous are probably going to come down and played as much. So the target dodging is going to be a bit better. But I like this card. Droll, I think this won me games too. This card should be banned. This card is actually toxic. I hate this card, but it is so good and will just win you a game. So if you don't know, Droll and Lockbird, once your opponent adds a card to their hand, you can then activate this card, and your opponent can't add any more cards to their hand for the rest of the turn. And for I would say 70% of decks, that is just a turn skip. They can't do anything else. Your deck is only good decks. The best decks in the game are the decks that don't care about this card. If your deck cares about this card, your deck is just bad, which is just the truth. You have to be able to play if your opponent plays this card, which Fiendsmith is very very good at. Then triple Impalm. This is just Veiler 2. I like this card. It's fine. I did play into my opponent's Impem column. I am really bad at that. I always play into Impem columns. I just don't look where my opponent set spells and traps, and I just throw my cards down. I should be better about uh, not looking into Impem. Um, it didn't make me lose, but it was annoying. Um, but yeah, Impem is just availability. And then the last two cards are Called By, which I think if as because my deck is really doesn't want to be ashed, I think I have to play this card. Because I just do not want Ash to hit my Requiem. And then talents. I used this against the Goaty player. I took their what's the name, the number shark card that pops a card and deals damage. I can't remember the name of it. But I took their shark. I popped one of their own cards with it, and then I used it to make SP Little Knight. Uh, this card is unfair. So if you don't know what talents does, so talents, when you activate it, um, you can only activate it if your opponent has used a monster effect during your main phase, right? So if your opponent tries to stop you with a monster effect, you play talents, and then you have three options of effects you can do. You can either draw two cards, which is basically this is three formally banned cards on one card, and this card is limited to one. But you can draw two cards, so this is just pot of greed, right? And the one time I did use the polygrade effect of this, I drew bad. I just drew extra hand traps when I needed to draw a Fiendsmith card. Um, and then you can take control of one of your opponent's cards until the end phase, which is Change of Heart, but Change of Heart isn't banned anymore, and nobody plays it. Um, but that is really good. Again, it's still a good effect to have access to because you can just take their best monster, and just use it for your own gain, and just use it for material and stuff. And the last effect is you look at your opponent's hand and shuffle one card in their hand back to their deck. So that's the one you use if you're going fast. You just hand rip them, but if you're going second, you usually just take a monster, or if you really need some cards, you can draw two. This is just very versatile. I like playing talents. I think this card is very good. I can't believe this card used to be at 3. This card is very, very strong. Okay, now we'll go over the extra deck cards. One in the chat if I'm making any sense to you guys. Or two if you're just smiling and nodding and enjoying. Two. Okay. Okay. So my extra deck is very Fiendsmith heavy. So if you played Fiendsmith cards at all, you know that Fiendsmith cards take up a decent amount of your extra deck. In mine, it takes up even more. Partially because I'm only really Fiendsmith cards because I'm not playing any of the primary extra deck cards, which I think there's only one anyway. But yeah, starting off with double Requiem, most players will just play one of these because you can shove these back a lot. But having two of these in my deck was I felt mandatory for my deck. Um, and so much so that one of my opponents thought it was illegal for me to play two of these cards. My opponents thought this was limited to one copy, but it's not. Because my opponent thought that it was that strong. The real reason is nobody plays this at two because most people don't have a reason to. But if you're playing a Fiendsmith primary deck, you should. Um, the limitation is you can only summon one per turn. But you can't actually summon multiple of these in a turn. But you might need to because one might be hard stuck in your graveyard for whatever reason. Which is really annoying, especially with Ash Blossom. Basically the deck needs this card to effect to resolve and go through and work in order to play. So I need this card to play basically. Next is Sequence. Sequence just lets you fusion summon using cards in your graveyard, which is very important. Let's get out some of our big guys. And Agnum Day, his main reason for existing is he can Monster Reborn one of our Fiendsmith cards, which is very good. And also he equips himself to whatever he reborns and just boosts their attack up to like 20 billion. Like the highest attack monster you can make in this deck, I think, is 7,200. 7,200, which is if you've played Yu-Gi-Oh before, you start with 8,000 life points. Rest of the standard Fiendsmith cards, Necro-equipped Princess. This is just a level 6 you make with a monster plus a monster that's equipped with the monster. So you can just if you play Fiendsmith, you make this. Also, Fiendsmith Lacrima. This card is limited to one, and I almost won my Yummy match. All I needed to do was get this into the graveyard one time, but my opponent just wouldn't let me like get enough bodies to get this into the graveyard and burn them for the last little bit I needed to. It was so annoying. But yeah, when this gets into the graveyard, you just shuffle back a Fiendsmith card, and then you just a Light Fiend card, and then you just burn your opponent for 1,200 damage. This card is so stupid. But it was banned for a while, but now it's limited to one copy. So we play that one. Now in the extra deck, I wish I was playing 2 copies of Desiree. So Desiree Smith in Paradise. So when this card goes to the graveyard, you can shuffle back one of your Light Fiend cards in order to just send one of your opponent's cards to the graveyard from the field. You just when this goes to the graveyard, one of your opponent's cards goes to the graveyard too. And Fiendsmith Paradise just lets you just send this straight from your deck straight to the graveyard. So you can just send a random card. But I would often have this on field, and then I just need, and then my Paradise is sitting grave, so I don't have an extra sand, which is a bit annoying. And then a Fiendsmith card you never see is Fiendsmith Rextra Random. Most Fiendsmith piles don't play this card. This actually hard won me my Mitsu game, because my opponent couldn't get rid of this. Well, the one play they had to get rid of this, I could have just reborned it back out. So this card is unaffected by your opponent's cards if it's equipped with another Fiendsmith card, and it just lets you cycle through all your cards. And yeah, this guy is the guy that gets up to 7,200. He's so good. But most Fiendsmith files won't play this because they don't play this heavy into Fiendsmith. But basically, my deck is all just Fiendsmith. So, yeah, this card's really good. Caesar, this card should be banned. This card just negates 2 of your opponent's special summons. It is banned. This card should be banned. It's really strong. This is the main reason people play Fiendsmith, is so they can summon this card and then do the rest of their cards on top of it. And this card is just a instant. You don't get. I stop 2 of your special summons, which is basically enough to kill 90% of boards. Chaos Angel. Again, this is pretty good with Bestials at level 6 stacks. Another reason you might want to play Summon Skull as well. You can use Summon Skull to make this. Plus our level 4 lights in Lacrima and Dippity. So you can make a full power Chaos Angel. So Chaos Angel, when it gets summoned, you can just banish a card on the field, which is very good. But also, if it's made with using just light monsters, it's unaffected by your opponent's monster effects. If it's made with just dark monsters, it can't be destroyed by battle. All of your monsters can't be destroyed by battle. But if it's made with both, you get both effects. So so if you can use a light and a dark monster to make this, it means very strong, very hard to out. It's 3,500 attack. So basically the only way to get rid of it is with like a spell or a trap effect, basically. And then we have another bannable card, Baguska. There was times where I Baguska passed, and I think this deck would be a lot worse. Not a lot worse, but sometimes that is the play. So if you summon Primate Ether Barrel, you set load, you activate load, it gets ashed, and you've got no other cards to play in your hand. You just like hand traps in hand. You just use load to summon Dippity, and then you just overlay for a Baguska and hope it's enough to win the game. Sometimes it's enough to for your opponent just to pass, and then you get to try again. So that's good. Constellar M7. This is just another rank 6 we need to play. We've got Typhon. Typhon is just last resort. We've got a Zeus as well to pair with M7. So M7 just returns a card from the field or graveyard back to the player's hand. But then you can attack with it and then turn it into Zeus, and the Zeus just bounces all cards on the field back to the hand. So that's the main reason I'm playing M7. There is a world you play the other rank 6, the Evil Czar Laz, if you prefer that, but I just had M7, so that's why. And the last card is SP Little Knight. SP Little Knight is SP Little Knight. Probably one of the best generic cards in the game. You just summon it, and if you use a extra deck monster to summon it, you get to banish 1 card on the spot. And then if your opponent uses a card effect, you can banish 1 card on your side of the field and 1 card on your opponent's side of the field, so the end phase. So that just really fucks them. Like SP is like super generically good. So I think like 99% of decks should play SP. And then in my side deck, I'll quickly go over this. This is mostly just to go into matchups with my opponent that I know my people at my locals play. The one copy of Solemn Judgment. This is at one, so you already play one. Just as this is Judgment just says not. Basically, this says negate anything you want to. If your opponent's doing something you don't like, you just flip this, say no, stop it. Evenly matched. So yeah, you can activate this card from your hand during the end of the battle phase if you've got no cards on your side of the field, and then your opponent needs to banish face down all but one of their cards. This is a very, very strong card. The only time I drew this was I top decked it after I used a Bestial, so I couldn't use it. A Harpy's Feather Duster, classic card. You might remember this card if you have any remembrance of Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid. But it just destroys all your opponent's fun trap cards. Pretty good. One of, because it's limited to one. Double Nib. I did not draw this all weekend, all day. So, was this a good? I think this was the right thing to do. Was just decide this just in case it came up, but I didn't need it. But I think it's the right thing to decide. Uh, to Ghost Ogre. The main reason I play this is because someone at my locals plays Elf Note, and this hits the Elf Note trap. I don't want to really explain this too much. The Elf Note trap is just really strong, and you want to just stop it. So and I have a feeling that more people at my locals will be playing that soon. The new cards. So I'm playing two copies of Ghost Dagger, but we got two different artworks. I don't have the new rarity collection artwork, but I really like this artwork for this card. Then we got three more copies of more Charmies. We got Perulias on the side. This is the one Perulia I did try to activate, and it got negated. It got Ash Blossom by the Memento player, and I think I impound their next card, and they just passed anyway. And then I think I summoned Dippity from hand, and they scooped. I just summoned Dippity, a normal monster, and they scooped. I'm gonna build my Blue Eyes deck on your own and send it in Discord. If you want to, yeah. Hey Wonky. And my last card was Rat C. Not to be fused with Maxi. Retaliating C is another card in the C family of cards. But this card is whenever your opponent uses a spell card that would would they knew what's coming next. Yeah, they had no outs and I was just full combo. Get so yeah. This card. So if your opponent uses a spell card that would special summon a card, you can get to summon this card. And if the card was summoned that way, any card that would go to the graveyard gets banished instead. And this card is what in the last couple of months has been really good into Draco Tail branded, and going into the new cards which are coming out this week. This card is still going to be really good. It's really good into Cool Tune. It's really good into branded. Not as good into branded, but still decent into branded. And there's another deck it's pretty good too in the new format, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Um, uh, but yeah, this card is good. It's also a level 4, so you can use it to make a big goose girl. So if you do end up using this, you can just summon Ether Barrel and turn it into a big goose girl, or you can just use it to link into into SP or whatever. To get it off the board, so your cards can go to graveyard. But that was my deck. And again, this card made my opponent scoop. Normal 0/0 attack monster. You summon this. And they got no. And they win. Yeah, very very good card. I really like playing this deck. I think this deck was a lot of fun. I think I might try it again. And but I'm gonna go back to playing Archmage next week just because the Archmage cards there's new Archmage cards this week, so I wanna play that deck. But I actually had a lot of fun playing this deck. And it was surprisingly good. and favorite rappers. Um, and yeah, I think I'm gonna give it another go in the future. I had a lot of fun playing it. It is also it's like a very what's the it's like what's the word? It's like it's not super oppressive either. It's literally sometimes it's like you summon barrel, you set drill beam pass, but you've got like set 5 hand traps in hand, and you've got drill beam live, right? So like sometimes you just need to summon a monster, set a card, and pass, and you just win. You don't need to go full combo with this deck to win at all. Um, which is very strange. Like it's a very different style of deck than most decks. You just well, not most decks. It's like a control deck, right? Your aim of the game isn't to just like FTK or full combo. The goal of the game is stop your opponent from doing combo, and just like make them waste all their effects and just leave them on nothing, and then you just and they just can't do anything. It's a control deck in that way, in that sense. The aim of the deck is to stop your opponent from playing the game. Um, not necessarily you, which will lead you to winning. Um, but yeah, I had a lot of fun playing this deck. It was super super fun. And I will probably give it another go in the future. Um, it was super super fun. Um, and yeah, next week I'm probably gonna go back to yeah. I'm gonna play my army state next. In fact, I think yeah, my card shop is gonna be open on Wednesday, so I'm gonna go on Wednesday, buy a box, and see if I get the cards that I want. I know someone in my locals is buying like a full fucking case of cards. So they're buying like 12 boxes, and I'll be able to get the because I only need like 8 cards from the new set. I don't need a lot of them, so I should be. And they're not even the expensive ones. So I should. But I think the new cards I need for my checker will come out to like 20 quid for all the cards that I need. So it's not super expensive. Um, but yeah, that's my deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed my little fingies. Ooh, sorry my nails aren't super pretty like every other VTuber who has pretty fingers. Um, and the lighting in my room is bad because it's getting dark. But yeah, that was fun. Yeah. Alrighty. I stopped the recording. Let me my cards back in the deck. The problem is we can fix that later. Fix what later? What my fingers? What the fuck? We can fix it, guys, please. Bro, I forgot the buff up card, bro. Bro, I forgot we got double Zens in this box, and we got Riku and Sayu there too. Damn, bro. Oh, I also got I don't know if people got this. This was the first ever V card. Yeah, they gave this out at the VTuber. If you during the VTuber Awards 2024, you could just sign up to get this card, and it was before V card released. Like the first set came out. So this was like a free promo card they did for the VTuber Awards with Affiliate and Lily on it because they hosted it. This was such a cool card. And then I also got there was like a Halloween one that they did recently that randomly appeared at my house and I completely forgot about. Guys, I got so many cards just sitting in here. Damn, bro. I thought I. Oh, I do. Yeah, okay. My sleep ones are in here. I'm just stupid. I couldn't find them. What? What do? This is from the first set. So you got Camilla. We got Code Miko. Oh, Sanson, the dragon. Koki, bro. She's actually just naked on that. What the fuck? That's the most critical card for this from this set. Oh, I love this Limu card. Full art, Limu card. Oh, the Lucy Pia Black Eye card. Snake cards. Oh, these are the gold. The yeah, the full art. Double harpoons. Rain. Shoto. Uh, oh, these are just the shiny ones. We got Lily. Meat. Oh, Farmer Vienna, bro. This card. Tobbs. Vey. We got Cinder 9 as well. Foxy Rain. Is that Vey? Yeah, that is Vey. Sorry, I'm median. Damn, bro. Bro. That's so many. Yeah, I bought one box for each of the big cards that are come out so far. I think I would continue to just do one box for each of them. Well, Guido ass picture card. When we when we have a lot more people in the chat, I'll tell you that much. Though I think I got my Gamersubs. I got a Gamersubs code in 2020 before they were even really doing VTuber stuff. Because I used to do a lot of work with one of the fast people they sponsored, and they gave me one too. Like before they started doing any VTuber stuff. It was I think it was before they even did their first waifu cups. It was so long ago. But yeah, do you want my ass or do you want my titties on a cup, guys? Which would you prefer? Well, I get to bring out my. I'll swing my keyboard back around. Oh my! It's not even plugged in. Thighs. Oh. I can also move my fucking thing. Okay, I'm gonna say bye bye to the camera, guys. Bye, guys. Say bye to my hand. Hope you had fun looking at my hands, you little freaks. Bye. 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 Well, look, you can just see yourselves now. Okay, we're back. Bro, my phone does not like being on that too long. It just heated up. Um. Oh God. Okay. My tism is gone now. Um. Okay. I'm all yours now, guys. What do you want to do? React? Oh yeah. It's in the title. True. Okay. Um. Let me see what we got. So I still got the JonTron video from last stream that I need to upload because I've not got around to doing that yet. Um. I uploaded the Dino Dash, right? Uh. Ooh. Okay. How about we could do Legend of Avantis animated compilation side by side. I like the idea of that one. Or we could do these like some of these My Summer Car videos from Martin Cedo Pants. Up to me. Hmm. My vote would be bias. That's the point. That's the point of asking what you guys want to see. It's not up to what I want to watch. It's what you want to see me watch. Modern. We can do modern. So from the modern videos, it's the first two are together, right? As one, like they're like part one and part two. Yes. Okay. Oh God. Guys, guys, I lost functionality in my muscles. Okay. Oh, what's done is done. That is extra funny. I tell you what, if this first video does decent on the YouTube channel, we can watch we can watch that third one at a separate time. Good idea. Um. Okay. Um. Martin is popular on VTuber reacts. I'll take your word on it. Oh, I forgot to replug back in my Stream Deck. I had to use the USB cable that's plugged in my Stream Deck to plug my phone in as to use it as a camera. Okay. So gotta go. Bye. Feel creeped on. I'm watching you react on YouTube. Okay. I saw a Twink S thing in leather and a Union Jack shirt and click. Why do I? What? I'm not a fucking twink. Hello? But yeah, have a good one. Uh, Goblin. Is it just Goblin? I think that's the right way. Um, so if I open up part one and part two of this, So this one's part 1. Okay, it wasn't. Why the ham cam? We just finished it. You can rewind in the VOD like 10 minutes. Oh, then. You know what? We're gonna watch a video. I should probably change the title then. Um, I'm just gonna change the title just to reacts. Yo, way. Sorry, I'm just setting up the stuff to react. Oh, shut up. Oh, okay, shush. Okay. Um. Oh God. Um. Oh, what did my tracking just die again as well? Hello? Hello? One, if you can hear me? You can hear me? Okay, just the tracking is dead. Okay, there we go, there we go, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. This is the first one, right? Getting repeatedly killed in my summer car. This is the first one. Whoop. Yes? Alright, alright. Alright, you get ready to say hi to YouTube, guys? Okay, we're recording. What's up, YouTube? We're back with another reacts video. This time, we're gonna be watching something a little different called Getting Repeatedly Killed in My Summer Car by Martin Syncopants. Don't think I've ever watched anything by this guy from before. 10 million views from 3 years ago. Maybe I'm just the stupid idiot who isn't cultured. And maybe all I watch is 10 viewed Yukio deck profiles on repeat. So yeah, let's see how easy it is to die in Summer Car.
Hello again.
Hey.
Welcome to Finland. Finland, one of the countries of all time. Cars, sausages, beer, 0.07% of people, 11% of all saunas, lakes, driving the tractor while heavily under the influence. What is this word? Molotov cocktail. Why is the snow speaking Finnish? And the sport of rally car racing.
Aussie?
Today is the day we immerse ourselves in this alien...
Oh, okay, I can hear the Aussie accent now. Okay, he's not a very strong Aussie accent, but he does have one. I hear it now.
...world of rally car racing. We're going to
You
build
can piss
this
in this
wood
game?
car, tune it,
It's
upgrade
me.
it, scull 12 beers and drive it into oncoming traffic, take it to the local rally race, and with some luck, win. This journey was very hard, and made significantly more difficult because if I die in the game,
when you press P,
then
there's a piss button.
I die in real life too. So, let us begin. We began on the start screen. I named myself Helsinki Fata, chose this beautiful photo for my mugshot, and began.
Helsinki Fata.
The year is 1976.
Ooh,
A boy is born.
we're back in the
Me.
70s.
Helsinki Fata. Fast forward 19 years, and it's 1995. Our boy is living in a nondescript
1995? Nothing, like, what was the best thing to ever happen in 1995, guys? I give you a clue. You're looking that up.
lake house at the lake of Fuck. Upon waking up, we had a near unlimited number of possibilities. So, of course, we inhaled 8 beers, watched the incredible Finnish film Topless Gun, and pissed all over the hot rocks.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that movie before, but I don't...
in the garage was our Project Rally car, or at least all of its bits. This right here is the car's chassis, and inside the garage was everything else. Panels, doors, engine block, pistons, crankshaft, fuel tank, clutch, gearbox, struts, wishbones, brakes, shock absorber, cylinder head, T-34 85M main battle tank. Oh wait, that's not in the garage, that's in today's sponsor, World of Tanks. Gentlemen, it is time. The metamorphosis has already begun. I am the World of Tanks, the greatest tank free-to-play video game ever created with over 100 million players around the world. Can you guess what this game is about? Tanks. Over 600 million tanks. Destroyers, artillery, small, medium, and Changus. I am going to assault the French. Oh wait, maybe the Germans. Actually, no. I'm going to assault the British. I will fight them on the beaches. I will fight them in the fields, and I will.
Me over the vid almost. Oh wait, I can turn it. I can turn it down. I can turn it down. Wait, give me a second.
Fight them across the 40
how's that?
Spread all over the world. Do you know how many that is? I have no idea. I lost my frontal lobe in an industrial tank accident.
Wait.
Is
that better? Okay.
I was there.
Okay.
Modify and upgrade your tank. Finish comrade. Join me in glorious
welcome,
battle
YouTube.
against the...
Aluba, I fix it in post anyway. When I record my mic and the video a separate track, so I can fix it easily in post anyway.
Soviet menace and
they don't. YouTube won't even know.
Download World of Tanks for free with the link in the description. Use code TANKMANIA.
That's what for you. I gotta do the work either way. I gotta turn it down now or turn it down in post.
Days of premium for free. 250,000 credits. Premium tank Excelsior.
In fact, changing it mid-video is more work because I do it now and in post.
3 rental tanks, Iger 131, Cromwell, and T-34 85M. Do it now, or the Finns will be defeated. Also, they release some merch.
Sure.
So
You want to me now?
Right, yeah. The crankshaft, fuel tank, clutch, gearbox, struts, wishbones, brakes, shock absorber, cylinder head, head gasket, rocker shaft, camshaft. You get the idea. Helping me build this car was nothing. I was going to try to build it without using any guide.
These Euro hyper-realistic sim games, where like open world sim games are crazy.
Just go in. Just go in.
I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of games around this time this game came out that were kind of like this.
Far too easy. Elected to make every single one have a size. Wait, you can't bolt this part in with the spanner? Sorry, fucko. That's the wrong spanner. Try again, sweaty. If I was going to build this car, it was going to take a long time. So, naturally, I got bored, went to bed, was woken in the middle of the night by the phone ringing, and I couldn't see shit. To make matters even worse was the most annoying character in the entire game. Bug.
That was a bug?
To get rid of Bug, I need to take a trip into town and get some mosquito spray, among some other very important items, like beer and sausages.
Ooh.
I had 2 vehicles to choose from, this motorbike, which can only carry one thing at a time, or the tractor, which is really slow. 20 minutes later,
this car's about this game's about building a car.
I bought my groceries,
but you can just buy a car.
For another 20 minutes back home. Building the car was going to take a long time, so while I struggle to figure out what the hell the distributor is and why I would need it for my car, why don't we talk about engines? An engine's job is simple. Convert the chemical energy of gasoline into kinetic energy in the car. First off, we start with suck.
Is to build a racing car? Oh, so the goal is to actually race.
And blow. The 4 steps of a 4-stroke engine. The engine sucks in a mixture of fuel and air, squeezes it really tight.
What in the fucking engineering class am I in?
A little car has 4 cylinders, each sucking, squeezing, banging.
Ooh, sucking and banging? Ooh, and blowing? I know all those things.
Each connect to the crankshaft. The pistons go up and down, and the crankshaft goes round and round. The crankshaft is connected to the wheels through the clutch and gearbox. Put your foot down on the gas, the engine spins faster, the wheels spin faster, and off you go. Simple, right? Yeah, well, obviously it's not that easy, as you can clearly see by my
Did that guy get a game over screen?
My man, it's been 30 minutes. Why can't you figure it out? No, stop fucking the car with the tractor! Next up is suspension. Now, why do we need suspension? Well, without it,
for suspense, obviously. For storytelling.
You need suspension not only to absorb bumps in the road, but also keep the wheels in contact with it. Brakes. Probably the most simple part of the car. The brake discs are connected directly to the wheels. When you press on the brake pedal, brake pads push against the discs and convert their kinetic energy into heat. And there we go. I'd pretty much finished the car. You know, excluding the wiring, wheels, tires, brake fluid, clutch fluid, engine oil,
I always found it
camshaft alignment.
It is very crazy to me that still, again, you learn this in like science class when you're just like fucking in middle school or whatever. But like, energy cannot be made, right? It just goes between it just transfers from different types of energy, and that is crazy. Like, that's how physics works. Like, it's just like there's so much energy in the world, and it will just constantly shift between what kind of energy it is. That's crazy, isn't it? This is like a crazy fact. Or maybe I'm just smooth brained and just think that's really cool, or most people think it's boring.
And replacing about 15 parts that would inevitably break within 5 minutes of driving, you know, we were basically done. I retired back to the house to eat some food and drink a bit of water. But I couldn't. The sausages were spoiled. In fact, all the food in the fridge was spoiled. Oh no. I'd spent so long working on the car that my house had been disconnected from the electricity for not paying in time. This could not have come at a worse time, because I had zero food, and tomorrow was Sunday. Timo's is not open on Sunday.
Oh no.
Of course, I didn't know this, so I rode into town in a mild panic after my hunger meter had gone red.
That's not good.
Timo, open up, I need to eat your food. Timo, open up,
no.
Timo, open up. Shit. The sun had well and truly come up, which told me that Timo's was clearly not going to open today, so I elected to ride my bike back home. On my way back, I came across the dance pavilion, which had 2 cars outside of it, blasting some funky beats.
Oh god, those faces are so fucking creepy.
Open the back doors of this car and climb inside. So, seeing that I had nothing better to do, I gave it a go and hopped in. This was a terrible mistake. Immediately, it was clear that the man
kidnapped the guy?
in fact consumed a rather large amount of alcohol prior and was driving at an
This is crazy that this just happens inside of this game. What? You can just get in random people's cars and they'll just drive you places?
This put him into a frenzied rage, and he immediately stomped the gas, drove straight into a tree, and died. Shit. The only thing I could really do was hop out
He's
and
dead.
walk home. So that's what I did.
Wait.
Things, however, were not
god,
looking good. Being out in the sun and running home like this was rapidly increasing my thirst. I walked for what felt like hours along the dirt track.
Yeah, he just left his fucking car.
My house was just visible in the distance. I was so close to water. I reached the mailbox, looked inside to try pay the utilities, collapsed.
Oh no.
No.
He died.
And died. Attempt number 2. This attempt did not last long. I named myself...
If you die, you have to start all over again? It's like a Nuzlocke? Oh my god, that would be... It's like... You have to do this race and you maintain your car, but it's a hard... If you play on permadeath... Oh, you can not play permadeath? Okay.
Drank until
more accurate? Yeah, more accurate to living... Oh my god.
Died. Attempt 3. I gave myself the brilliant name...
Does using your piss drain your thirst meter? Because it means you have to replenish your body with water for more.
Glorable. This time, I was going to use a guide and try to build the car a little faster. The first thing the guide wanted me to do was get in the tractor and go collect some stuff. One of those stuff were these wheels inside this abandoned mansion.
Wheels.
The wheels were on the top floor. So of course, I went to the top floor.
You have a piss bar you need to drain? Oh, there's a piss meter, okay. Oh, there is a piss meter. Why the fuck? Most games have a piss meter you wouldn't find on Steam. They're on some crazy websites.
Attempt 4. I did
You
all
can
the
also
same
drink your piss. Guys, was this game made for me or... I'm joking, I don't drink piss. I don't drink piss. Unless you've got size 34 triple G's. Then I will. You got an achievement for it? Okay.
stuff as the late Glorbo Florbo,
For drinking
but
your
yet again,
piss?
died to the wasps like a complete idiot. Nope. Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's fucking like Minecraft, bro. There's bees after him.
Fuck!
What did he die
Attempt
to?
5.
Bees?
This time, I saw the wasp nest and managed to sneak past it without getting stung. Using the guide and some of the knowledge I had accumulated over the past 12 hours, I was able to build up the car fairly quickly. And before I knew it, the engine was in, the suspension was suspended, the panels were attached, and wired. Did the car work? No.
Of course
But
not.
it did in fact look like a car. All this work had been quite exhausting, so I loaded up this little boat with some supplies and took a nice relaxing trip to the island in the center of the lake. I was here for the fish trap, but also to just chill for a while and eat some sausages. That is, if I didn't burn every single one. Shit. Leaving the island,
How did he fuck that up?
ransack it for everything it had. This camera, lantern, coffee stuff, bucket, fish trap, and fireworks.
Whoa, it's just like Minecraft.
Arriving back home, I needed to go buy yet more stuff from town, and I still only had the tractor to work with. Hopefully, this would be the last time I'd have to make this long, laborious trip. Nope. Back home, I put the final touches on the car, wired the last things, filled up the fluids, pissed in the radiator for enhanced cooling, and what do you know? It was ready to be started.
More piss.
I put the key in the ignition, gave it a turn, and...
well, it does
that didn't
turn
sound good.
on.
This little crunch sound had completely drained the battery, so while it was charging, I went inside to watch some TV. Soon. Attempt 2 at starting the car, and against all odds, it actually worked.
Puggies, it's on.
Oh my god, it started. Now granted, the car was making this horrific banging sound, but it ran. This banging was caused by the camshaft gear being out of alignment. To fix it, I'd have to take the engine out, remove the cover plate, and rotate it back into alignment. But why does the camshaft need to be aligned? Remember suck, squeeze, bang, and blow? This only works if these valves are correctly timed. These valves are needed to keep the air and fuel inside the cylinder.
Dude, this is crazy that the game forces you to accurately build the engine. Like, it's not just like, you know, grab the thing and, you know, press E to place it there. You have to actually rotate it and be like super accurate with that. I could never play a game like this. I would be too frustrated. Too realistic, bro.
Shit. This time, something else was broken. Of course. Taking off the valve cover, I discovered that the rocker shaft, which is what actuates the valves, was broken.
Yeah, Filton, this should pass inspection. Oh god. You actually have to maintain a real, like a virtual car as well. Then you have a real car, IRL too. It's actually a second job.
It runs! Ooh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Ooh yeah. Ooh! Gentlemen, we had done it. Everything seemed to be working. I could even put it in gear and move. This was extremely satisfying. After working on this thing for hours and hours, it finally ran. Naturally, I gave it a quick test drive around the dirt outside the house. When I drove it into a ditch...
Oh, did he break it? No.
Broke.
No.
It was time to take our little car on its maiden voyage. I got it onto the highway and jammed the throttle all the way down. The acceleration was bad. The car topped out at just over 100 kilometers an hour, giving it a 0 to 100 time of about 60 seconds. Miraculously, I had managed to reach
great, I think. I don't know, I don't drive, but at least it runs.
So I turned her around and headed back home.
There's a middle finger button, bro.
Is where things went wrong. Perhaps running the car at full throttle constantly wasn't such a good idea. As I crossed the bridge near the repair shop, I heard this. That did not sound good.
No.
Slowly losing power. I managed to limp a few more 100 meters before it ultimately died on the turn off to the repair shop.
Oh my god.
Taking the engine apart, I found this. A blown head gasket, and one of the pistons just missing.
Oh my god.
Luckily, I was near the repair shop, so I could easily go buy some new parts.
There's a stress
it was
bar that
Saturday,
you need to
and the
swear
shop
or
wouldn't be
smoke
open
to get rid of.
until
But
Monday.
what did the
I
smoke?
could just wait, but that would
sure,
take hours.
surely the
So I
smoking
decided
does
to hop
something
on the
else to
bus
you.
and take it back home. This was a terrible mistake. I left my computer running to go take a piss, only to come back to the bus humping another car.
Oh my god. This would be so frustrating.
Reviewing the footage, I was horrified to see this complete daurbus crash into the bus while on the wrong side of the road. Now this, by itself, was pretty unlucky. But what made it even worse was that this idiot had a trailer attached to his car, which had managed to get the bus perfectly stuck in the middle of the road.
Oh my god.
This is awesome.
Since I was technically still moving, even if only a few centimeters per second, I couldn't get off the bus, and I couldn't leave. The only option here was to quit to menu and revert the last 3 hours of progress. Awesome.
Get soft luck by some Eurojack, bro.
Fuck! This put us back to when the rocker shaft was broken, so once again I hopped on the bike to go get a new one. It being Wednesday, I knew that the only other person on the road leading into the repair shop was the guy in the green car. But for some reason, the road to my house was taped off, which would indicate the rally was taking place. Further up the road, my suspicions were confirmed when a rally car travelling at approximately 2% the speed of light shot past, barely
Oh
missing.
my god.
I don't know why the
That's
rally
so
was
scary.
on. It only happens on the weekend, and it was clearly Wednesday, but whatever. Now, if I had any sense, I would have gotten off the road, seeing as it was clearly pretty hazardous. But I was tired and frustrated at what had happened on the bus. So I hopped back on the road on my bike, and 5 minutes later, got completely obliterated.
No. No. He's gonna die. Oh god, that guy actually... That guy actually just... fucked up. That's so sad, bro. Imagine just losing
shock,
to
a
a
death screen
random
for a good 2 minutes before
NPC.
resigning to my fate.
that you had like no control over.
Disabling permadeath, naming myself, I give up, and trying again.
Oh, permadeath is over. Sad. To be continued. Well, we're actually gonna watch part 2 right now, so you don't even need to wait, guys. We'll watch part 2. Oliver, we'll check after we finish part 2. Okay, so this is part 2. Okay. Part 2 time. Let's go.
Hello again. Welcome back
No,
to Finland.
was that
In
the
last
that was the
video,
corner
we
who just died
experienced
to,
the
right?
many wonders of Finnish culture. Building a rally car, getting very intoxicated, tractor driving, dying of dehydration, hydraulic press channel, dying for pissing on the TV, dying from giant wasps, getting into a bus, having the bus collide with another car head on, getting stuck, reverting your progress, hopping on a motorbike and dying from a rally car smashing into you at 150 kilometers
It
an
looks
hour.
like the same corner. It looks like the same corner.
Normal Finnish stuff. Last video we died a lot of times, and made zero progress, because every time I died, I had to start over from the beginning. In this video, I've disabled permadeath. Trust me, this was a good idea. Today, we're gonna actually build up our rally car, and, with some luck, win the rally. Death will not stop us.
Permadeath sounds like something you
but
do once you know what you're
it'll definitely
doing.
get in the way. So, let us begin. We began back at home, with the car ready for assembly. I got the wheels from the wasp-infested mansion, and the car was built. To get the car running, I had to buy a few more things from town. Of course, the only vehicle I had access to was the slow, not fun, very boring tractor. Normally getting to town would take it about 15 minutes. However, I got into town significantly faster because of this. The train. Disabling permadeath was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life, because if I had to build the car again, things would have gone down very differently.
Was there no signal for the train?
I woke up in the graveyard in town, bought the battery I needed, and pondered how to get home.
So
Our
you
best
just
option
die
was
and
getting
you
a ride
quick
from the
trap
guy
and
in
it
the
quick
green
travels
car.
you to
My
town.
cousin. Pena.
Add your speedrun.
This is a man that has nothing better to do than drive along the dirt road at ridiculous speeds, 24 hours a day, one hand on the wheel, and the other on the vodka.
Okay,
Definitely
I thought it was
someone
gonna be
I'd like
somewhere
to
else.
climb into a car with. Now, if you were being driven home by a raging alcoholic, do you think swearing at him would be a good idea? Shortly after giving him the finger, he stomped the gas, accelerated to a very high speed, launched the car at 100 kilometers an hour directly into a tree, and we both died.
That's
Maybe
so
swearing at him was not
stupid.
such a good idea. So this
The
time, I let him drive me
NPCs
home
kind of
at a much
react
more
to
reasonable
how you
60
behave in the
kilometers an
car
hour.
is crazy.
But you know what can go a lot faster than 60 kilometers an hour? The F-14 Tomcat from today's sponsor, War Hunter. I mean War Thunder. That's right, boys, the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever created. 2,000 vehicles, tanks, aircraft, helicopters, and...
You know what's crazy? This game has been around for so long.
Combined arms
I
warfare.
have
What
no
does that
idea
even
who
mean? I have
plays
no
it,
idea. It's either
but they
multiple modes of
clearly
combat
have a
within the
shit
same
ton of
battle
money
space, or
because they
something to do with
sponsor
Siamese
everyone.
twins. Every single vehicle is detailed and modeled down to the smallest detail. Health bars? No, you fool.
Is it
You
just
idiot.
like
You moron. Every
the
component.
people who played like this and like World of Tanks, right? Are they just like 35 to 45-year-olds who have like this one afternoon a week where they're not stressing from kids, and they spend that time playing an ultra realistic military game as like a stress reliever to let their brain work? Because that's me playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Probably.
Is deeply
Yeah.
Oh no, my track has been shot. Oh no, my turret can't
Like,
rotate. Oh
'cause-
no. I'm dead. War Hunter, I mean War Thunder offers the most immersive possible combat experience. And guess what? It's free.
You know,
Play it
it's
now
not
on
like-
PC,
it's not like a
Xbox
popular,
Series XS,
like,
PlayStation
Twitch
5, or
game,
any previous generation
or like
console.
even
War
like
Hunter, I mean War
YouTube
Thunder spans
content
over
is
100
not
years of
really
vehicle
about this
warfare.
game
Biplanes,
either.
gunships, whatever the hell this thing
They
is.
just
Wait, you don't have a
sponsor
joystick to fly
every
the F-14
gaming
Tomcat?
YouTuber
Don't you worry,
ever.
fucko, you can fly with a mouse. My favorite thing about War Hunter, I mean War Thunder, is the frighteningly deep knowledge within the community. Some might say too deep. Play
And
War Thunder now on PC,
there's
PlayStation, or
like
Xbox,
farm
and play with
microtransactions,
You'll get
right?
a bunch of free stuff, multiple premium vehicles, a premium account, boosters, and much, much more. What are you waiting for? Download today and fly a $50 million jet directly into the ground.
So it's a game that's like really hard to get into because it's
Anyway,
like it's
we
such
were
a
not,
high
in fact,
learning
in the
curve.
14 Tomcat,
But again,
in
I play
Pender's green
Yu-Gi-Oh,
car.
so it's the
I
same.
stopped him at the side of the tractor and hopped out to survey the damage. To make
No.
a very long, painful story short, this tractor is a fucking bastard. The very
Yeah,
next
they
thing I
look
did was
fucked,
disconnect the
bro.
tractor from the trailer, which was a terrible mistake.
Well, it's clipped in the fucking ground.
I fetched the bike back from home and used it to unflip the tractor with about 10 minutes of finagling.
Yes,
Now from here you'd think things
that
would
looked
be
like
easy,
some
right?
Halo shit,
I could
bro.
just simply use the tractor to flip over the trailer and then drive off. Nope. First, I tried lifting the trailer with the fork loader. It didn't work. Shit! I unflipped the tractor again. Yes! And tried ramming.
This is like when you flip the Warthog in fucking Halo, bro.
It didn't work. Stop! No! Oh my god! Another 10 minutes of finagling with the bike, and the tractor was unflipped again. What? This time, I took things a bit slower, did some maneuvering with the fork loader, and finally got the trailer flipped the right way around. And the tractor flipped over again. No! Another flip of the tractor,
Damn, bro.
and another attempt. I got the trailer completely
fuck
flat
is
with the
going
help of
on?
the tractor, and tried bumping it with a beer case to help get the wheels unstuck. What? And this happened. What? This was after 40 minutes of the same bullshit happening over and over. I'd get the trailer flat to the ground, it would spring itself back into position, and I'd be back at square one. I couldn't take it. It was time to cheat. I went back home, saved the game, installed the Grab Anything mod, and went back to the scene of the crime.
Oh,
It
you
turns
can-
out this was actually a great idea. When I picked up the trailer, it behaved normally. But when I let it go, it did this. When I disconnected the trailer at the
Yes,
very beginning,
some random
it
ass
locked it into that
physics, bro.
orientation at that position, so when I tried to move it, it would force itself back. The only way to unlock it would be to attach it to the tractor, which was not possible with the trailer on its side. So to fix it, I grabbed the trailer, oriented it the right way round, and stuck it to the tractor.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait,
It worked.
I thought it was
Back
gonna
home,
freak
it
out
was
when you
time to
let go
continue
again.
building the Satsuma, which I'd managed to get running only for one of its pistons to commit die and fire itself out of the engine. I replaced the piston
God,
and
that
head gasket,
seems
fired
it
up the car
seems
again,
so
and took it for another
painful
test drive.
to maintain this fucking car. Why is it
Oh,
on
shit.
fire?
Turns out the piston firing itself out of the engine also destroyed the oil pan, and the engine had no oil in it. No oil, is bad.
Oh yeah,
I didn't know
no
that the
oil
oil
just
pan
set
had a
on
hole
fire
in
in the
it. All I
car,
had done was
bro.
check the dipstick, which read no oil, so I tried adding an entire bottle of motor oil, which went through the engine and out of the pan onto the floor. Well done. After fixing the oil pan and
Just
adding another
wasted all
bottle of
the
motor oil,
oil.
the car did indeed work just fine. The car worked, but my feeble little brain did not. To test the car, I decided against driving it and instead just revved the engine a bit. Enough to get the water in the radiator hot enough to where it exploded out of the cap. Oh shit. Me, being a bit of an idiot and wanting to get a better look, switched off the engine and unscrewed the cap, which, let me remind you, had a bunch of superheated steam underneath it.
Steam in the eyes.
My eyes!
Steam in the eyes.
I'm a fucking idiot. Now, the car could run, which is all great, but if I wanted to win the rally race in this thing, I would need to substantially upgrade it. Better tires, better wheels, a better engine, better exhaust,
you gotta be good at the game, bro.
nitrous, the list goes on. To get these upgrades, we would
Isn't
need
that cheating?
Lots and lots of money. And me, well, I was broke. In my summer car, there are a lot of ways of making money. Everything from chopping and delivering firewood, to putting ads in people's letterboxes, to illegally brewing sugar wine and selling it to the local alcoholic. One of the best jobs you can do is finding junk cars by the side of the road and towing them back to the repair shop. The first bit of junk I found was this bucket thing. The day I chose to do this wasn't exactly ideal. Saturday. The rally would be on, and cars would be flying down the dirt road every few minutes. That, however, was not the issue. The issue was these guys standing by the road to watch the rally, and my, less than optimal driving.
Oh no. We're all gonna die.
Unbeknownst to me, this action had sealed my fate. Since it was Saturday, the shop wasn't even open, so I left the junk there and drove the rest of the way home on the dirt track.
Wait, are the police gonna come after him because he killed somebody?
Would smash into me at incredible speed. Back home,
just stab him. Bro, what is that sleep animation?
Today was going to be good. Today was going to be productive. Today, I was going to get the bat.
I think my tracking broke.
Oh shit.
Oh god, I did die again, bro. I'm just staring into the abyss again. Hello? Sorry. Okay, it's kind of weird because... Oh! Yeah, V-Bridge just shot itself. For whatever reason. What happened? Okay, so yeah, so how my setup, right, is I have my phone set up to track me, right? And then that sends it to VBridger, and then VBridger is what sends that information to VTube Studio. So it was like the middle app. And it just closed itself. But it's back now. We're back.
Shit.
Oh,
yep.
Oh yeah, the police.
That guy I ran over earlier, he died.
Oh well, he got arrested, bro. Wait, how many years does he spend in prison?
Shit. Prison. Our stay here was for 10 days. May not seem so bad, especially considering we murdered someone.
Yeah, that's pretty
10
good.
days in my summer car is 20 hours. Factoring in sleep, our stay here could be as low as 15-ish hours, real time. No abusing save states, just sitting here.
You have to sit there for 10 that long IRL is crazy.
In prison, I had hatched a devious plan. Robbery. Timo's, a simple establishment. The grocery store on one end and the pub on the other. The pub has this inside. A slot machine. Timo lost the keys to it a while ago, so it's just been sitting there collecting cash. The plan was simple. Drive the tractor into town, smash the window with the fork, attach the machine to the fork, and violently yank it out of the store. The plan sounded good enough, and so
I thought it was gonna be some stealth mission, bro. It's not.
I drove it into town in the dead of night.
Ram it into the side of the pub.
Victim, Timo's pub, and the slot machine inside. Unlucky for us, though, were these two guys outside. So with some quick thinking, I used the tractor's fork loader and moved them. I
Guys
smashed
are
open
still
the
in
window,
there.
attached the machine to the tractor, and yanked it out with ferocious anger. Yes. I took it to the sports field, laid it down on its front, pried off the back plate with a screwdriver, and began ransacking it for everything it had. Everything it had turned out to be 7,000 marks.
Ooh.
Not bad. A
Yeah.
celebration was
Wait, how much is 7 marks
in
like
for 2,700 marks.
pounds?
Somehow he knew I had broken his window and had fined me for my trouble. Prison had made me a violent, angry man. And this sent me completely over the edge. I sculled back a healthy 10 beers and began pissing and shitting all over the place. These fucking bastards had locked me up for doing basically nothing, and now they were taking what was rightfully mine. I drank more, I pissed more, I punched this guy in the head,
going
took the
crazy.
highway,
Prism didn't help him at all.
I was here to tear down society. Fuck it, the rally was on. They wanted to lock me up for running over one guy. Well, how about I run over all these fuckers?
Hell yeah. Kill them all.
Well,
He's got mad. He's got mad.
153 days in prison is a long time. About 230 hours of waiting that I definitely waited for. It gave
7K Fid mark is 1,000. Is a grand in J? Wait, he took a grand out the fucking slot machine. That's crazy. But he's gonna wait 200 hours in this fucking prison IRL, dude. Who plays a game? I was gonna say who plays a game for 200 hours. I've got like over 2,000 hours in Destiny 2, just on Steam. We don't count the 3 years it wasn't on Steam, or the 2 years.
To consider, to ponder. Was I on the right path? Was a life of crime really for me? No. Once I got out of here, it was time to build the car and win that goddamn rally. And in no time at all, I was out. Our first task was getting the car inspected. I wouldn't even be allowed to participate if the car wasn't road legal, so I had to make it road legal. To do that, I needed more money. And no, I would not be partaking in any more crime to do this. I was a new man.
True.
So, my first money-making venture was illegally brewing sugar wine to sell to the local alcoholic.
Hell yeah.
Like a businessman.
True.
First you chop it, then you deliver. 3,400 marks. Sewage.
That's a lot of money.
His license traveling at 169 kilometers an hour on the M31, and he's given me the keys to his sewage truck. Suck out sewage, get paid. Sewage, more sewage. The sewage truck is very big. Make sure to drive it carefully and watch out for that pole. More sewage. The tank is full. Time to dump it in the waste treatment plant. Whoopsie, I accidentally dumped it all over the floor. We got cash. Upgrades. Rear wing. Very important. Gauge cluster. Bam. Tachometer. Bam. Drunk man is calling. Drive him home. Money. Green car driving. Fucked. Okay.
Oh,
listen,
damn.
mate. I just need you to fuck off.
Oh god.
Right
Rip
now.
my nose.
Grandma wants groceries. I buy Grandma a bunch of groceries. Drunk man, delivered home again. Sugar wine, sold to drunk man. Sewage. So much sewage. Dead moose
Money
on the highway.
granny, bro.
Wait a minute.
You know you can just type slash motherload.
Timo wants me to advertise. Okay, Timo. I'll advertise for you, Timo. I have flipped the car. Picking strawberries. Man insults you while you make a terrible wage. Who are you looking at, you fucking dickhead?
Bro, these drunk photos always fuck with my head.
Here you go, Grandma. 8 kilos of spoiled sausages and 20 liters of moldy milk. Yes, Grandma. That's awesome, Grandma. Can I have my Yes, Grandma. Really cool, Grandma. Okay, finally. 74 marks. More sugar wine delivery.
Wow.
Hey, look, it's Penna. I'll just stop to let him cross the intersection. Cruising down the street.
Why did he just sharply turn right into you?
Slapping Is that a big...
Wait, why do you get arrested, but at least
And
other
now,
people are just
the moment
driving
we've all been
stupidly
waiting
and they don't get arrested,
Inspection.
huh?
Will we pass? Will we fail? Who knows? Well, this guy does. How does he know? Just fucking banging on the car with a screwdriver.
So you test everything, bro. You just whack
And
it with
what
a
do you
screwdriver
know?
a little bit,
We failed.
and see if it
You
works.
fucking dickhead. Do you know who I am? I need this car right now. You know what? I'll be right back. I fixed up everything Mr. Inspection Dickhead wanted me to fix, got him to hit my car with his trusty screwdriver
yeah.
again, and what
Whack
do you know?
it.
We passed. The repair shop owner Fleetari caught wind I had shat all over the inspection shop parking lot and rewarded me with a 50% discount and 10
Oh.
bottles of the strongest booze
A discount
in
on
all of Finland.
what?
Thanks, mate. Gentlemen, the time was upon us. The car was working well. It was registered and it had a few upgrades. The day was Saturday. I could just tell. Big things.
Oh yeah,
going
it's
happen.
rally day. It's
I drove
rally
to the
day.
rally sign-up station and signed up. Well, I would have signed up if I hadn't forgotten my helmet. Shit. Satsuma was in fact drivable, but had been having a few issues with the suspension. Quite a few
Alright.
issues, in fact.
The LED
Cornering was
light
basically
strips are
impossible,
fucking
and when I
wild,
hopped out
bro.
of the car, it did this.
Mm.
I found that if I took a wheel off and then just stuck it back on,
What the fuck?
So, rally o'clock.
What the fuck was that bus doing?
I drove to the start. This guy counted me down, and off I went.
Ooh, rally time, rally time. Look at him go, look at him
The
go.
race did not last long. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no. You lost
Shit.
control.
Attempt 2. This time was even worse.
These roads do seem really narrow and bumpy though.
No! 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 Attempt 3. This time was even worse.
Oh no. He died this time.
Attempt 4.
Is he just
This time I took things a little slower.
restarting?
Instead
It's
of
like
barreling
reloading
around
the
corners
save.
at over 100 kilometers an hour and flying off the track, I took them at 80 kilometers an hour, keeping all 4 wheels in contact with the ground and preventing any crashes.
Yeah,
This
okay.
strategy worked.
Makes sense.
I didn't even crash once throughout the entire track. Just, you know, after I finished. Slow and steady does win the race, boys. Now let's see what we got.
You came last? Oopsie.
last. Alright. Okay, I guess I'll, All hope wasn't lost. Stage 2 of the race was tomorrow, and it was the same route as Stage 1, but in reverse. Surely tomorrow, I would redeem myself. I took the car back to the start of the rally and parked it there overnight as per the rules. Except I didn't read the rules closely enough, because I parked in the wrong spot. To get to the start of Stage 2, I'd have to take the highway, which has a speed limit of 100 kilometers an hour. I'd been completely ignoring the speed limit, which turned out to be quite a costly mistake.
What the fuck is going on?
This little fucker got me going 115 kilometers an hour. Only 15% over. I'm sure the fine isn't
Yeah, that's fine.
that bad.
15% isn't terrible.
Shit. That is a lot of money. I didn't have the money to pay the fine, so I just gave him the finger and fucked off.
Yeah, just screw this game,
Anyway,
bro.
I had a job to do. Get a good time on the second stage and try my best to get out of last place. And before I knew it, the rally was on. On the straights, I got up to 100 kilometers an hour, and in the turns, I could manage just a bit below that.
Damn,
Of course,
he's doing
going at
it.
this speed with
He's
my
doing
flimsy
it.
little car, mistakes were bound to happen. We spun, but we could keep going. Then we flipped the car.
No.
But we could keep going. Then we launched it into a ditch.
Oh my god. How did
The
he
door
not
was
see
hanging
that
off,
going?
But we could keep going.
Why is the
And then
door? The door's glitching
We
in.
hit a rock. We could not keep going. I was extremely close to the
No.
end, so I jumped out of the car and legged it all the way to the finish line. I still had a bit of hope, despite all the tumbling around the car
That did
we had
not look
driven
close to the end
fairly
at
well.
all.
And so, I checked our time. It, wasn't good.
Oh no.
My time was so bad, it didn't even show up on the leaderboard. A time so terrible that it sent me spiraling into a deep depression.
He's
I drank a case
depressed.
of beer, drove to Fleetari's, found the 10 bottles of booze, and drank until I blacked out.
Oh no.
And blacked out again.
Poor guy. You
And
should.
blacked out again. And
You
again.
should see someone.
Again. And again.
Just stop
was
drinking.
a tweet.
Drinking's never good.
During my bout of violent alcoholism, I found 9,000 marks of unpaid fines on the kitchen counter.
Fucking 9,000 marks and unpaid fines.
So, I was in a lot of debt, the police would probably be at my door to throw me back in jail soon, and I still had a rally to win. Things were not looking good in the Mart household. I needed money, and fast. So when Mr. Drunkman called at 2 AM asking for a ride home, I obliged. I picked him up, and he began his usual drunken babbling. But this time, he let me in on a little secret. His wife had bought a winning lottery ticket, and he had stolen it and the money without her realizing. He said he kept the money hidden away in a suitcase. How much money? 5 million marks. If I could find that suitcase, that would be enough money to pay off my debts and build the rally car of my dreams.
Oh
Did I
my
really want
god.
to steal from this man? I had sworn off a life of crime. Yet here I was considering stealing millions from this guy who thinks he's my friend. Approximately 3 seconds of
Guy
pondering later,
is-
I concluded
You just got free money.
to find the briefcase, I would have to scour the
Just
entire map.
steal
Every little
someone
nook,
else's lottery
every
money,
cranny. Oh, look,
bro.
there it is.
Oh, just
Oh. I threw it in the back of my car and drove home, having a minor accident on the
that
way.
is so much money. Just light. Why did they leave it just there?
I opened the briefcase, and oh my, that is a lot of money. Literally 15,000 presses of E later, I was left with 1.5 million marks. Much less than the advertised 5 million, but hey, he probably spent it on sugar wine or something. It was time for some upgrades. I
Damn,
bought the
you got
entire
so much
catalog,
money.
the best suspension, the best carburetor, nitrous, a new steering wheel,
That is
all the
crazy,
cool
he
body
just-
panels, the best radiator, time on the dynamometer to measure our immense power. And most importantly, a cool
The game
paycheck.
just gives you as much
Gentlemen,
money as you want.
the car
It
was
actually
ready
has a
for
built-in
round
cheat
two.
code.
I gave it a good test on the highway.
You just gotta
and of
drive a
course, I
drunk
got
man
pulled
enough
over.
so he tells you what his
Fined
money
30,000 marks on
is.
the spot. Fucking dickhead. The car was
Wait,
ready, but I needed
oh,
some practice.
dude, does this game do that? It's like percentage-based takebacks. Like, there's other games that do this, where it's like when it like penalizes you with money stuff, it takes a percentage every time. It's not like a hard amount. It's always like a percentage of what you have. So it's if you have a lot of money, it takes a lot more. I think does Pokemon do this when you lose a fight? No, I don't think it does. There are definitely other games that do this.
So I
Where
took
it's
to the
like
dirt track
it's not
and
like
drove the route over and
every
over.
time you speed, it's always like 100 marks, right? It's always 10% of what you have or something.
Every corner, every gear shift, each
So
slight
if you have more
bump and
money,
bend.
you lose more
I even got
money.
rid of the stick shift and switched to paddles for speedier shifting. And a couple of hours of practice later, we were finally ready for competition. Saturday, the start of the rally. Big things were about to happen. This dude counted me down, and off we went. The
Ooh.
car
Is he gonna
was
do it?
very
Is he gonna
fast.
do it?
All the upgrades had turned it into an absolute weapon on the track. I shot past the repair shop, around the sharp bends, went a bit wide on this turn and hit a tree, but let's ignore that. Past the turn off to my house, past Grandma's house, over the train tracks,
Almost
and
perfect.
across the
Almost
line.
perfect.
The pace felt very good, and checking the standings confirmed my
Guys, okay. I might just need to turn my light on at this point because it's so dark in my room. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Sorry.
suspicions. Oh, yes. That's right, fellas. First place. I was officially in the running
Yeah.
to actually win the rally.
Yeah,
All I
yeah.
had to do was have a similarly good performance on stage 2. I took the car back to the parking area and parked in the right spot and went back home. Tomorrow, I was gonna win.
Hell
Back
yeah.
home, I sleep. This sleep was a bit different. I was not woken by the pleasant sounds of the Finnish countryside, or even the phone ringing, but by a belligerent drunk man in my room with an axe. Turns out he didn't appreciate me taking his money. Fair enough.
Oh well, you just punched him and
within
killed
some
him.
dude, I went to finish the rally. Stage 2. This time I'd parked in the correct spot and wouldn't be incurring a time penalty. I took the car to the start of the next stage, where I signed up, and before I knew it, the
Okay,
rally was on.
let's go. Let's go. He's got this, bro.
All that practice had paid off. I
Hasn't
knew
he
the
been
corners,
crashed once
I
this
knew the
time?
bumps. We flew over the train tracks, past Grandma's house, past the turn off to my house, into the sharp left turn, past the drunk man's house, past the repair shop and the mansion with wasps in it, through the farmland, and before I knew it, the race was done.
Didn't even crash once. Unless he just cut around
There
it.
it was. Oh yes, we had driven pretty damn good.
Hell
and we're
yeah.
30 seconds ahead of second place.
What a day's work, bro.
I
Wait, does
knew just how
Nissan
to
know
sell
that their name is
the
plastered on that
fireworks
car?
back home. On the way back, I crossed the bridge. I'd crossed the bridge many times at this point, but this time, it felt different.
Wait. It's the axe guy. He's back. No. That is crazy that that's in this game. What the fuck? Oh my god. That is a crazy way to end the video. How did that guy... I don't even want to Dude, that is crazy that the game just has that. You stole all his money and there's nothing left. He just... You missed the end? That is crazy. That is crazy. 30 videos best. I think we're just gonna do these two for this video, and then we can watch the third one another time. Okay. Do I want to do the outro of this on the screen? Okay. All right. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments. Apparently it's a third video, so if you guys want to see the third video in this little series, let me know, and we can do a react to that one as well. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Bye. My God. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Why isn't the music playing, bro? I know I'm also in the corner. There we go. Hope you liked it. That was actually pretty funny. The guy's funny. Let's check. Luby, press your attack on the thing, right? Oh, it just sent me to a... It sent me to the neuron site. But didn't actually bring up the deck? Oh, do I need to actually sign in to the fucking website or something? Images are disabled. All right, let me enable images, and you can just post in the image. You can post the image in there now. Just in zones, something more to me. So, damn. You guys had a fun time today? But you have the piss achievement. Ultimate Survivor, drinking your own piss like a pro. Oh my God. I'm fine. I'm fine. It's about past you. It's just available. They're more to me. Me down, you turn me down. Yes, I know it's not legal. The first thing I see is 62 cards. I'm like, bro. Okay, we're gonna rate Aluba's deck. Okay, deck. Nothing else. Okay. So we got Triple Maiden. I think this is a one-off in most versions of Blue Eyes. I don't think people actually play this the Chaos Monster anymore, the Chaos Max anymore. Jet Dragon is playable. People play Jet Dragon. Sage is definitely playable. People don't play this guy either. Why so? Ash Nib, Double Vela, Searchable. Cool. You can't play two Cooled by. Cool Buy is limited to 1 copy. Seals, Spirit. I don't really know much about these ones, but Spirit, do I Spirit him? What the other guy he tributes himself into or whatever the fuck. Wishes. Yeah, this has got a lot of yeah. I mean, not some people still play the ritual guy. But like the best version of the deck doesn't. But Jet, I get Jet makes sense. Is this alternative? But always alternative. It's kind of weird. I don't think you'll play Master anymore either. It's Maiden Sage. Is there another level 1 that they play still? I can't remember. All I know is fuck Link Wangs, as I say, I play Fiendsmith, so this is not snatchy. Protector maybe? I can't remember. I can't remember. I can't remember. They play I know they play Primate cards. And not and not everything else. Okay. Oh, guys, my back hurts. Okay, I'm gonna end stream. I'm alright. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm just stretching. Yeah, I'm gonna end stream. Hope you guys had a good time today. I'll try and get these videos up when I can. Um, in the next week or so, or over the next week. Um, who should we say hi to? Um, watching a movie next. So we're watching next movie night. Probably Pokemon 2000. We'll just leave it. I think we'll just piss off. Okay. Guys, I'll see you guys. Probably not tomorrow, but maybe Tuesday. All right. So I'll see you soon. Right. Again, I said this in Discord, but this week, this coming week, I'll probably be a little bit lighter on streams um than we have been going. So it might be like only like 3 streams through the week or so. So sorry about that. But yeah, I'll see you guys when I see you. See you in the next one. All right. Bye bye, guys. Bye.